So in the beginning, yeah, I would go with a higher amount. So if I had a child, I would go with at least maybe 6,000 IU, something like that. Don't let it scare you. It's not too much as long as you have some vitamin K2. And get sunlight as well. No one's done these studies, but I personally believe if you supplemented yourself up to 100 and then you went in the sun, you wouldn't get much higher than that because Mother Nature wouldn't make more vitamin D for you. So
Okay.
I wouldn't be too worried about that, but I like a combination of both if you can get kids to go in the sun. And remember that sunscreen will filter almost all vitamin D. So
Yeah.
if you're going to put your child in the sun, don't panic. Put them in the sun for 5 minutes or 7 minutes at midday without any sunscreen. They're going to be fine. Okay. Don't leave them out in the sun for a long time because they're going to burn. You have to
Yeah.
understand that there are certain conditions that. So you want to be reasonable, but you can raise it fairly quickly. So you definitely want to protect your face if you're going to be out in the sun for a long time. That also includes a hat, even though there's lots of reflection. So you do have to be careful. I'm less concerned with putting sunscreen on my body than I am about covering my face or recommending having your face covered. Titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, or titanium oxide, zinc oxide. You just want a mineral sunscreen that's going to look kind of white and pasty, and you want to make sure it's non-nanoparticle. Anyone listening to this is probably already health aware. You don't want oxybenzone, avobenzone. If you wouldn't spray it in your mouth, don't put it on your body is how I feel.
Yeah.
I'd rather bring a
Okay.
long sleeve shirt and stay out of the sun after being in the sun than spray anything on my body. I'm not into sunscreen at all, but I will put mineral sunscreen on those parts if I don't have an option. And the other thing is sunglasses. Don't wear sunglasses when you walk around. Sunlight in your eyes tells your brain what time of year, what time of day, and sends a signal for you to produce melanin in your cells. If you wear sunglasses and you're out in the sun, your body doesn't know that you're going to need to make melanin, which is Mother Nature's sunscreen. And newer information, I'm not sure if you follow Dr. Jack Kruse, he's really putting a lot of stuff out there about melanin is being a trap for deuterium. Melanin is a semiconductor. So when we get a tan, we're really taking in the sun's energy and it's allowing us to get rid of some of our toxins. So when you hear a dermatologist say no tan is healthy, it's nonsense. And I think
Right.
that Mother Nature doesn't make mistakes. There's 3 types of skin cancer: squamous cell carcinoma, basal cell carcinoma, and melanoma. Melanoma is the bad one. We get squamous cell and basal cell carcinoma on our ears, on our nose, on our head, on our lower lip. Very, very common. We get melanoma behind your elbow, behind your knee. People who get melanoma, they're extremely vitamin D deficient. They don't have enough sunlight, period. The one thing I can say is it doesn't matter. Studies support this. People who work outdoors have a lower incidence of melanoma. And those are real studies. You can look up on PubMed. Common sense says that if melanoma were caused by too much sun, you'd see them on our noses, our ears, and on our head. And we just don't
Right.
see that. We just don't.
Okay.
I don't need a study to tell me this, that bruxism and snoring are caused by low vitamin D, because if you have a kid and they snore and grind your teeth, you give them vitamin D. They stop after 2-3 days, then you take it away and they start to snore and grind their teeth again. How much more proof do you need?
Right.
Who do you want to pay for a study that will lose big pharma billions of dollars? No one's going to do it. Got to use your common sense.
DoctorsToTrust.com. Please share this video with loved ones.